Yeah, can you hear me, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so in the last class, we have discussed what is DevOps and Azure DevOps versus generic DevOps. What are the differences? Okay, and what are the best features of Azure DevOps? Okay, these things we have discussed in the last session. Okay, I hope everyone in the room has attended the last session. Okay, so today we are going to see some fundamental aspects of Azure Cloud, because these fundamentals are essentials before you are going to move to Azure DevOps. Okay, so these are very much essential. Okay, some fundamental aspects of Azure are mandatory. So for this, first let us discuss. Okay, so to practice Azure DevOps, whether we require Azure account or not. Okay, so to practice this Azure DevOps, Azure account is actually it is not required. Actually, Azure admin account is not required. Okay, but how to practice? So sometimes we need to create build pipelines and release pipelines, right? So to deploy the code, we require virtual machine. So in that case, we need to have Azure admin account. Okay. So for creating CI pipeline, that means build pipeline. Okay, Azure account is not required, but when you want to create some infrastructure like virtual machines, load balancers, app services, in that case, definitely we require Azure accounts. Okay, so how you can create Azure account? Let us show. So Azure accounts requires, okay, so credit card is mandatory. Okay, so one valid mobile number is also mandatory, and email ID. These are the three things required to create Azure accounts. Okay, so once you are ready with these three things, so where exactly you can create account? So just I will show the link. Okay, so here the link is portal.azure.com. This is the actual link. Audio. Am I audible to everyone?
Yes, but slightly breaking.
Is my voice breaking for everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. It's slightly breaking.
Okay, how is it now?
Same.
Now is it good or same breaking voice is coming?
Now it's good.
Yeah, now it's clear.
Okay. Now these are the things that you require to create your Azure account. Okay, so once you are ready with these three things, so you have to use this portal.azure.com. Okay, this is a website you have to follow. Okay, so here just click on this portal.azure.com. Now you are going to be redirected to one account page. Let us wait for a minute. I will come out from my account. I will show from beginning. Portal.azure.com. This is the area where exactly you can create account. This is my account. Okay, since you are going to create a new account, are you seeing this option? Use another account. Okay, here you have to enter your email ID. Okay, password, your credit card details like your valid CVV. Okay, so credit card number. So those particulars you have to enter within no time, your account will be activated. So once your account is activated, okay, so $200 will be credited in your account. Okay, this amount you can use for consuming virtual machines, load balancer, and networking. Okay, so these $200 are valid for 1 month only. These $200 are valid for 1 month. Okay, after 1 month, okay, these $200 will be vanished. Okay, from second month onwards, okay, so your plan will be changed to pay as you go. Your plan will be changed to pay as you go. Okay, that means how much you are using, that much you have to pay. This is just like our postpaid bill, electricity bill. Okay, so this is from second month onwards, and within this also some resources are free. Okay, so what are the resources that are free from second month to 12 months? Okay, that we are going to discuss later. Okay, presently it is not required for us. Okay, this is the process how you can create a Azure free tier account. Azure free tier account requires. Okay, this is the website. Refer here to create a new free tier account. Or I can write, follow this link. Okay, the link is portal.azure.com. Okay, so let us save this document.
Sir, I have a doubt. So if you have already a Hotmail account, can we proceed with that, or do we need to go with a new creation of account?
You can proceed with Hotmail account. Okay, at the time of creating account, you have to specify your Hotmail account ID. That is enough. Okay, is it used earlier? It is not used earlier in Azure account. Is
No.
it used or not?
No, it is not used. It is for my personal access. Now I would like to use for this one.
Okay, you can use it. No problem.
You can also use our Gmail, right?
Gmail is also valid, but sometimes Gmails are not accepted. Okay, better you provide Hotmail or Outlook.
Okay.
Did you get my point? Now, as we have discussed in the last class, so Azure DevOps is available in 2 flavors. Azure DevOps is available in 2 flavors. So what are the 2 flavors? One is on-premise version. On-premise version. Okay, so in case of on-premise version, you have to have your own hardware, software. Okay, you have to maintain every infrastructure. Okay, license cost, software cost, hardware cost, networking, load balance, everything you have to manage on your own. Okay, it is not called as a cloud version. So the second flavor of Azure DevOps is cloud version. So cloud version is also available for use. Okay, you can use a cloud version. Okay, so in our case, I am going to use cloud version of Azure DevOps. Okay, so using cloud version, we are going to create 2 types of pipelines. One is build pipeline and release pipeline. We are going to create. Yesterday we have discussed. Okay, now most of the people are using cloud version because to maintain on-premise version, okay, so we need to have licensing, license, software cost, hardware cost, many things are required. But so for some people, like some enterprise organizations are there, they don't want to keep code into cloud. Okay, so that is why they are going to have on-premise version. On-premise version. Okay, so if they feel that if they keep the code into cloud version, okay, code can be revealed. Okay, data can be revealed. Because of that reason, they are going to maintain on-premise version. Okay, so based on organization choice, Okay, we might be using other on-premise and cloud version, but the creation process and everything is same in two versions, in two flavors. Okay, now some basic aspects of Azure cloud we have to discuss, and we have to discuss something like resource group. So this is a very important thing we have to know. Okay, so resource group is nothing but it is a logical entity, logical container or logical entity. Okay, so every resource that we create in Azure, okay, is a part of resource group. Is a part of resource group because this is a compulsory thing you have to know. Okay, only in Azure admin this feature is available. Okay, this feature is not available in other clouds. Okay, only in Azure cloud this feature is available. Okay, so suppose I have 10 resources, like I have my network, okay, my load balancers and virtual machines. I want to delete it in a single shot. Okay, so when you remove this resource group, so whatever resources that are created in the resource group will be removed completely. Okay, that is the power of resource group. Now we have to discuss one more important activity of Azure cloud, that is something like service model. Service models of clouds. So this is not specific to Azure cloud. Okay, so this is a generic term actually. This is a generic term. Okay, so which we have to know before we are going to move to Azure DevOps. So generally, when you want to deploy one application, suppose I want to deploy a e-commerce application. Okay, is my voice clear?
Yes, Shiva.
Yeah.
Yes, clear.
Okay, yes, suppose I want to deploy one e-commerce application. Okay, so in deployment of e-commerce application, generally we know that we need to have, okay, servers are required, load balancers are required, networking is required. Okay, some application, database servers, runtime, okay, hardware, virtualization. These many components are required to establish a application. So in that scenario, okay, so what is your participation? Okay, whether you can provide complete components starting from hardware to runtime, or whether you can provide only few components. Based on that, service models are divided into three categories. So what are the three categories? One is IaaS. This is nothing but infrastructure as a service. Second one is PaaS. This is nothing but platform as a service. Third one is, this is nothing but SaaS. This is software as a service. Okay, now to understand this, okay, I'm going to open a diagram so that it will be very clear understanding. Okay, so let me open something like IaaS versus SaaS, PaaS versus SaaS. Okay, this is a document. Sorry, I want to open other documents. I want to open this second link. Not happened. It has taken me to other page. BMC, right? Okay, just let me copy paste this link for your reference. Refer. here. Now, if you scroll down, okay, so you will see a diagrammatic representation of 3 service models. Just a moment. Okay, so it has gone. Where is it? Sorry. Okay, so this diagram I wanted to show. Okay, I will open in a new tab. Now, if you can look at this 3 service models. So first one, okay, this is on-premise. That means in your office you are going to maintain everything. Okay, starting from network to applications. Okay, so you have to manage networking, storage, servers, virtualization, operating system, everything you have to manage. Okay, so no other people will be managing these components. But in case of IaaS, few components are managed by you, and the rest of the components are managed by cloud service providers. Okay, so here these orange color boxes you are seeing, right? Networking, storage, servers, virtualization. So these are managed by cloud service providers. So we have to manage operating system, middleware, runtime, data, application. Suppose I create a virtual machine. On the top of virtual machine, okay, I have something like database server. Okay, in that case I have to manage operating system, database server myself. Okay, no one is going to maintain database server. But in case of platform as a service, database server, operating system, every component is managed by cloud service providers only. Okay, starting from networking, storage, servers, virtualization, everything is managed by cloud people. Okay, so just we have to manage data and application. But in case of software as a service, okay, so we don't maintain anything. Everything is managed by cloud service providers only. Okay, so they will manage networking, storage, servers, virtualization. Everything is managed by cloud service providers only. If suppose we have something like Azure DevOps. Azure DevOps is the best example for software as a service. Okay, so we are not installing Azure DevOps in our machine, right? Okay, so just our responsibility is to log in into Azure DevOps portal. Okay, so from there we are going to start working. Okay, but how networking is managed, how storage is managed, how servers are managed, virtualization. Okay, so everything we need not to bother. Everything is taken care by cloud service providers only. So like this, the service models are divided into 3 categories. Okay, so every cloud is going to provide 3 service models. Okay, so it can be every public cloud. Okay, okay, what is public cloud and what is private cloud also we will discuss. Okay, so here every public cloud provides these 3 models. Now, along with this, we have to discuss one more important thing, that is types of clouds. These are the very basic discussion. Okay. Hello. Someone is saying something, right? So when coming to types of clouds, we have 4 types of clouds majorly. One is public cloud. Okay, and second one is private clouds. Third one is hybrid clouds. Fourth category is multi-tenant cloud. Multi-tenant clouds. Now, all clouds like AWS, Azure, GCP, okay, these are called as public clouds. Why they are called as public clouds? Because they have whole infrastructure like servers, okay, networking, load balancers, everything in the form of data centers. They will have regions. What is a region actually? A region is nothing but it is a geographical location. Okay, it is nothing but a geographical area, okay, on the globe. So every region will have data centers. Data center, okay, or availability zones. Okay, so it is a part of region. Okay, so if you can look at the diagram of data center, every data center will have its own power supply. Okay, so its own software. Okay, so let us see data center image. Okay, so anyone can be one data center. Okay, so if you focus on one data center like this one, okay, I'll open this. Okay, these are the best examples for data centers. Okay, now are you seeing some racks are there? Racks within the racks. Okay, so system components are there. Okay, its own power supply, its own networking. Okay, its own dedicated networking. Okay, everything is there. So this is something like data center. Data center is nothing but availability zone. So availability zone is a part of region. Availability zone is a part of region. Okay, so every availability zone have servers. So they will provide servers on the rental basis for others, for public. So because of that reason, these clouds are called as public clouds. Okay, so they will have regions, data centers, availability zones for the sake of public business purpose. Okay, because of that reason, they will be called as public clouds. And if you consider a bank organization, so generally a bank organization will have some important data, right? Some sensitive data is there, some customer data is there. They don't want to expose the data, okay, to anybody. So because of that reason, they will not trust anybody. They will not trust the public clouds. Okay, because of that reason, they will have their own data centers. Within the data centers, they will have their own networking, their own servers. They will not allow anybody, okay, to come into that private clouds. Okay, so the kind of clouds are called as private clouds. Private clouds are operated by themselves only. Okay, they will not allow anybody. Now, when we speak about this hybrid clouds, so generally hybrid cloud is a combination of two things. One is on-premise servers and one public cloud combination. Okay, so let me explain in this way. So just imagine that this is my on-premise environment, and this is one public cloud. Okay, so one box you can assume that this is on-premise, that means on office environment, your office environment. And one box you can consider as this is one of the public cloud. Okay, so that can be AWS, Azure, it can be any public cloud, something like that. Okay, so in on-premise, they will have database servers, because the database servers are very sensitive servers, right? They should not be exposed to outside world, because they will have their confidential data like customer information, customer balance, PIN number, transaction details. That is very much important. So because of that reason, they will keep all database servers within their office only, and they will keep all web servers or app servers within public clouds, because web server is going to have some code, right? Code is not that much important. Code can be exposed. This is something like web browser or web server, not browser, web server. Okay, my web server can use this DB server, because from DB server side, okay, they are going to make one small setup. So the setup is going to decide who can access, who can use this DB server. Let us say from database server side, they are making this setup 190.168.0.1, and this is the IP address of this web server, 192.168, okay, 0.1. That means that this DB server can be used by only this web server. Okay, so this kind of setup is called as hybrid cloud. This kind of setup is called as hybrid cloud. Okay. Now, here this is my end user browser. From end user browser, you will be able to use web server. Okay. So the application launched in web server can be accessed by. Okay. Just imagine here this is something like some application is launched in web server. Okay. So this e-commerce application or any application can be used by my end user browser. So this kind of setup is called as hybrid cloud. Then what is mean by multi-tenant cloud? Okay, for understanding multi-tenant cloud, okay, there is another scenario. Okay, here in this scenario, here we are going to use two cloud models, two public clouds. Okay, so suppose this is AWS and here this is suppose Azure. Just imagine AWS. In AWS, we have launched one web server, and in Azure, we have launched DB server. And there can be communication happen between my web server and DB server. Okay, so you can imagine this star is my web server. This is organizational choice only. It is not our choice. Okay, here this is something like DB server. This kind of setup is called as multi-tenant cloud. Let us save this document. Okay. Now, in the like in previous scenario, this web server may have some application launched, something like e-commerce application. Now, this e-commerce application can be used by outside client. Okay, e-commerce application is something like your Amazon shopping website, Flipkart. Okay, it can be any shopping website. Okay, this is my end user browser. So this kind of setup is called as end user browser. This kind of setup is called as multi-tenant cloud. So like this, clouds are classified into 4 categories: public clouds, private clouds, hybrid clouds, and multi-tenant clouds. Yeah, till this point, do you have any questions, any doubts?
No.
Now we have to discuss one more important aspect of Azure, that is Azure global infrastructure. So we are speaking about Azure cloud platform, right? Okay, Azure cloud platform is nothing but okay, so it is managed by some group of people. Okay, it is an automated environment, right? But where exactly all this infrastructure is there? Okay, servers are there, networking is there, okay, and load balancer, power supply, its own networking, many things are there. Okay, for that, okay, Azure has identified some regions and availability zones, as we discussed in the earlier session, earlier topic. Okay, so there must be a region. What is the region actually? It is a geographical location. Geographical location on the globe. And regions are having availability zones. Okay, so it is a part of, okay, region. Now every region will have, every region has minimum 3 availability zones. Okay, so let us open a important map. Okay, I think the map is if it is not available, okay, we cannot do anything. Just I will try to, because sometimes it may be removed. Okay, so you can search like this: Azure Global Infrastructure. The map is there, it is okay. The map is not there. Okay, it is another link. We'll try to open this one. Azure Global Infrastructure. Okay, it is being loaded. Let us wait for a minute. Okay, you are seeing some circles, right? Blue color circles. Okay, it takes some time. It is not loaded completely. Okay, you are seeing some circles, right? These are nothing but regions. Okay, you are also seeing some yellow color circles. Okay, these are the circles which are going to be launched in the coming future. Okay, so every region, okay, will have multiple availability zones. Multiple availability zones. Now, what is the significance of availability zone within a region? Okay, so let us discuss with the diagram. Let us assume we have one region. Just imagine this rectangle is a region, and just imagine this is having 3 availability zones. 3 availability zones. So in 3 availability zones, my servers are running. I launched some e-commerce application, something like this. Okay, these are the replicas that are running in independent locations of the availability zone. Okay, so each and every availability zone is connected via high-speed network. Okay, so every region, every availability zone is synchronized. Okay, let us assume. Okay, the first box, because this is something like availability zone 1. This is availability zone 1, and this is availability zone 2. Okay, imagine availability zone is nothing but data center. Okay, so every data center is having its own infrastructure, like its own networking, its own power supply, okay, its own software, its own servers, everything is there. Okay, just imagine some copy of the application is running in 3 availability zones. Same application we can assume e-commerce application. My end user is using this application. While my end user is using this application, due to some mishap, due to some disaster, okay, so this availability zone has failed. Now in that case, whatever servers application that are running in the availability zone, okay, should stop functioning, right? Will stop functioning. So in that case, my business will be disturbed. So in that case, what happens here? Whatever application that is running in AJ1, okay, that will start functioning in from availability zone 2, because there is exact replica that is available in availability zone 2. Okay, so for availability zone 2, availability zone 1, both are running same application. So suppose there is availability zone 2 also failed, then what happens here? Automatically, okay, so third, the application that are available in second availability zone start functioning. Okay, this is the significance of availability zones within a region. Okay, so because of that reason, so Azure is having multiple availability zones within a single region. Okay, so let us open one important thing here. Azure data replication. Just look at this data replication, data redundancy. Now if you come down, you are seeing redundancy in the primary region, right? Okay, this is something like data center. This is the primary region. So within the primary region we have, okay, 3 copies of the data. Okay, so if the primary region goes, the entire copy 1, copy 2, copy 3 will be lost, right? So to avoid this problem, we have one more thing. We have within the primary region we have 3 data centers. See, data center 1, data center 2, data center 3. Okay, so like this. Like here we are having 3 availability zones. Here also we are having 3 availability zones within a single region. Okay, it's availability zone 1 down. Okay, so same copy is available in 2 and 3, right? Okay, suppose whole region goes. Okay, we have one more option. This is something like redundancy in the secondary region. Okay, this is primary region and this is secondary region. Okay, like this depends on requirement. So you can choose one of the storage model based on your requirements. For Azure data redundancy, refer here. Okay, these are some fundamental aspects of Azure cloud platform. Okay, from tomorrow onwards we are going to see how you can create Azure DevOps organizations, how you can start, how you can go into Azure DevOps, in how many ways we can start Azure DevOps, that we are going to discuss in the next session. So for now, if any questions are there, you can ask me. Okay, I will answer you, because these are the very much important details, essentials that you have to know before we are going to start Azure DevOps.
Sir, is it necessary to learn SQL for learning Azure?
SQL.
Yes, sir. Someone told me to learn
SQL is not
SQL.
No, it is not required.
Sir, how this course is different from certification in Azure?
Okay, you do one thing. Okay, I have given course contents of Azure DevOps to the training team. Okay, just to go and compare Azure DevOps course, Azure DevOps certification contents and these contents. Just match them.
Okay, so can we give? So can we say certification?
If both are same, if both are matching, you can take further decision.
Okay. Sir, how many days will you teach in a week? 5 days or 6 days?
5 days, Monday to Friday.
Monday to Friday.
Yes.
Sir, I'm very new to this IT field. I came from non-IT background. Can I handle this?
Easily you can handle, because yesterday have you attended my demo session?
No, sir.
Okay, just collect demo session video from training team, so that you will be
Okay.
able to understand. Okay, I told the prerequisite. As a part of prerequisite, actually I told that no programming is required, no background of computers is required. Okay, just it is enough to have Windows basic knowledge.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Sir, hello.
Hello.
Sir, what about these course requirements?
What about?
Hello.
Can you come again? Can you tell me? Yes. I can hear you. Tell me.
Hello.
Hello?
What about these course openings?
What about? Your voice is
This
breaking.
course in openings. I'm asking the openings. How much the openings?
Yeah, when coming to openings, if you show to even 2 to 3 years of experience, expect to 10 to 15 lakhs of package. Because this is a newly introduced. Okay, competition is less, manpower is also less.
Sir, is
Okay.
this course only Azure DevOps combination that you teach is enough to crack exam or to crack job?
Definitely.
Or will okay.
Mm.
Any difference about AWS certificate and Azure certificate, sir?
Yesterday, have you attended my demo?
No, sir. No, sir. Today on the
Just yesterday's recording. AWS certification means you are speaking about AWS DevOps.
yes. No, only AWS, sir, not DevOps, sir.
No. This is completely Azure DevOps. This is not Azure Admin.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, I know,
Azure
sir.
Admin
This is Azure DevOps,
different.
sir. Certification point of view, any difference is there? Both are same, sir.
What certification?
Azure AWS solution architect.
AWS solution architect you can compare with Azure Admin, right? Okay. Yeah, this is not for Azure Admin. This is Azure DevOps.
Okay, Azure Admin means AWS, sir.
AWS solution architect is completely that is different course, right? That comes under AWS admin course. It is not admin.
Okay,
It is
okay.
DevOps. It is Azure DevOps course. There is no comparison between Azure, this Azure DevOps and AWS solution architect.
Okay.
Sir, is there big difference between Azure DevOps and Azure Admin?
Yeah, definitely difference is there. Azure in the Azure admin part, we are going to provide servers. Okay. And what kind of servers you are going to provide? Management activities. Okay. Provision of load balancers, storage, memory, servers, app services. Okay. Yeah, these are the responsibilities of Azure admin people. Azure admin is different. Azure DevOps is different.
So career-wise, what would you suggest us? Azure Admin or Azure DevOps?
That is your choice. Okay. When compared to packages, Azure DevOps packages are more high when compared to Azure admin.
Okay. There is one more, sir. Azure Data Factory is there. I have seen somewhere.
No. That is not covered here. That is different. That is specialization.
Okay. For beginners, this is fine. Azure DevOps is completely fine.
Yeah, completely different course. It is all about pipelines, creating, build and release pipelines. That is why I am asking you to watch yesterday's video.
Yes, definitely, sir. I have found it on YouTube. I will see.
You can avail yesterday's recording from the training team. Okay, if you ask them, they will provide you.
Yes, sir.
Sir, Azure DevOps certification means what, sir?
just now I told you, right? Okay, so Azure DevOps means this is all about creation of release and build pipelines. Okay, yesterday I
Okay, sir.
explained everything. Okay, Azure DevOps and Azure Admin and AWS DevOps, and what are the differences? Azure DevOps versus generic DevOps. What are the differences? Yesterday, in yesterday's session, I explained clearly with the diagrams. And you do one thing: Azure DevOps certification contents and my course contents, Azure DevOps course contents. Okay, keep side by side. Okay, if they are matching, you can join in this course.
Okay, sir. Certification best is Azure DevOps best or Azure Admin best, sir?
Azure DevOps.
Azure DevOps. Okay, sir. Ready? Okay. Name also same, sir. Certification.
No,
Azure DevOps.
different. I don't remember the number. Okay, the number is different. AJ something. Okay, some different numbers are there. Different series are there. Both are not same.
Okay. Any particular name, sir?
Azure DevOps only. Okay, just
Azure
you can
DevOps.
search in Google. Okay, so you can type Azure DevOps course contents code. Okay, then you will get the course code.
Okay. Okay. Fine, sir. Thank you, sir. Certification mandatory or optional, sir?
That is your choice. But in the job interviews, no one is going to ask you certification. Even you have certification, definitely they will ask questions. You have to prove yourself.
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Certification will not be given any weightage. Even though you have certification, you have to prove your talent.
Well, I have one doubt. Like yesterday in the class, like you said, like Terraform is not required. It is the infrastructure. To build an infrastructure, we need to learn Terraform, right? So, but in this course, we are learning Kubernetes and Docker, right? So for that
Yes.
reason, if like in future, like if they ask Terraform is much required to crack the interviews, so do we need to learn Terraform as well?
So Terraform actually it comes under different category. That comes under infra DevOps.
Okay.
Okay, this is application DevOps. Okay, there is a different specification. In the job description, they will specify differently. Okay, whether they require application DevOps or infra DevOps.
Okay. Okay, that comes in different domain. Okay, sure, sir. Thank you.
Okay, so if no questions are there, I will stop it for today. Tomorrow we meet again at the same time. Thank
Okay,
you.
sir.
Thanks for your time.